9 things men should not do with women. Stoicism intro. There is a silent truth most men learn too late. Respect is not demanded. Respect is not begged for. Respect is built through how a man carries himself. In today's world, many men unknowingly destroy their own value. They chase too much, they explain too much, they give too much, and in the process they slowly lose the one thing that makes them powerful, their self-respect. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism teaches a man to remain calm, disciplined, and emotionally balanced no matter what happens around him. Great Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius believed that a man must master himself before he tries to control anything else. And when it comes to relationships, this wisdom becomes even more important. Because attraction is not built through desperation. It is built through strength, calmness, and self-control. In this video, we will uncover 9 things a man should never do with a woman if he wants to keep his dignity, peace of mind, and personal power. These lessons are not about manipulating anyone. They are about protecting your energy, your time, and your inner strength. Let's begin. 1. Never beg for attention. The first mistake many men make is begging for attention. They send multiple messages. They keep asking, "Why are you ignoring me? Did I do something wrong? Please talk to me." But begging never creates attraction. It destroys it. A Stoic man understands something important. Attention given freely is meaningful. Attention forced through pressure is worthless. When a man begs for someone's attention, he unknowingly communicates a dangerous message: "My happiness depends on you." And that instantly lowers his value. Stoicism teaches that your emotional state must come from within, not from other people. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once taught, some things are in our control, and some things are not. You cannot control whether someone gives you attention, but you can control your reaction. A strong man gives attention where it is appreciated and withdraws when it is not. Calmly, without drama, without complaint, because he knows his worth does not depend on someone's response. 2. Never chase someone who is clearly not interested. One of the most painful truths in relationships is this: sometimes people are simply not interested. And that is okay, but many men refuse to accept this reality. Instead of walking away with dignity, they chase harder. They send more messages. They try to convince the person. They keep trying to prove their worth. But the more they chase, the more they push the other person away. A Stoic man respects reality. He does not fight it. If someone shows disinterest repeatedly, he listens to the message without needing more explanation. Because attraction cannot be forced. It must grow naturally. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy only on what we can control. Your character, your growth, your mission, not someone else's feelings. The moment you stop chasing what doesn't want you is the moment your power returns. 3. Never lose yourself trying to please someone. Another dangerous trap is trying too hard to please someone. Many men start changing their personality. They change their interests. They agree with everything. They sacrifice their time and priorities, all in the hope of being liked. But when a man abandons himself to please someone else, he loses the very thing that makes him attractive: authenticity. Stoicism teaches the importance of living according to your principles. The philosopher Seneca warned that the person who tries to please everyone will eventually lose himself. A strong man does not shape his life around someone's approval. He lives according to his values. And the right people will respect him for that. 4. Never over-explain yourself. Another common mistake is over-explaining everything. Some men feel the need to justify every decision. They explain their actions repeatedly. They try to convince someone to understand them. But the truth is simple. People who respect you will listen. People who don't will look for reasons to misunderstand you. A Stoic man speaks clearly and calmly. But he does not waste energy trying to control how others interpret his words. Because Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control the opinions of others. The more you try to explain yourself endlessly, the more it signals insecurity. Confidence speaks once. Desperation keeps talking. 5. Never make someone your entire world. Love is powerful. But obsession is dangerous. Many men make the mistake of placing someone at the center of their entire life. They stop focusing on their goals. They abandon their hobbies. They distance themselves from friends. Everything becomes about that one person. But when you make someone your entire world, you unknowingly place your happiness in their hands. And that is a fragile place to live. A Stoic man understands balance. Relationships are part of life, but they are not life itself. Your purpose, growth, and self-mastery must always come first. When a man has direction, discipline, and ambition, he becomes far more attractive. Because people are naturally drawn to someone who is building something meaningful. 6. Never tolerate disrespect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, everything else eventually collapses. Yet many men tolerate disrespect because they fear losing someone. They accept insults. They ignore manipulation. They allow boundaries to be crossed repeatedly. But every time you tolerate disrespect, you teach people how to treat you. Stoicism teaches inner dignity. A Stoic man does not react with anger or emotional chaos. He responds with calm boundaries. If respect disappears, he quietly withdraws. Because peace is more valuable than attention. 7. Never show desperation. Desperation is one of the fastest ways to destroy attraction. When a man appears desperate, it sends signals of insecurity. Constant texting, constant checking, constant need for reassurance. All of these behaviors communicate emotional dependence. A Stoic mindset is built on self-sufficiency. A man who is comfortable being alone carries a powerful presence. Because he does not need validation. He chooses connection, but he does not depend on it. And that quiet independence creates natural respect. 8. Never ignore your own growth. Some men focus so much on relationships that they stop improving themselves. They stop learning. They stop building. They stop pushing toward their goals. But Stoicism teaches that life is a continuous process of growth. A man must always work on his mind, his discipline, and his character. Your mission must never disappear. Because when you grow stronger mentally, emotionally, and financially, your entire life improves. And the right people will naturally enter your life. 9. Never fear walking away. The final lesson may be the most powerful. A man must never fear walking away. If a relationship constantly drains your peace, if respect disappears, if your values are compromised, the strongest move is sometimes to leave. Walking away is not weakness. It is clarity. It means you understand your value. Stoicism teaches acceptance of reality. Not every connection is meant to last forever. And forcing something that no longer works only leads to suffering. A Stoic man chooses peace over attachment, growth over comfort, dignity over desperation. Final message: at the end of the day, Stoicism is not about avoiding relationships. It is about entering them from a place of strength rather than need. A strong man does not beg. He does not chase. He does not lose himself trying to keep someone. Instead, he builds a life so strong that the right people are naturally drawn to it. Focus on your discipline. Focus on your purpose. Focus on mastering your emotions. Because when a man controls his mind, he becomes unstoppable. And as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Master those thoughts, and everything else will follow.